Michigan, and welcome to another wonderful day of ArtPrize. We are definitely kicking it into high gear here. Fall officially arrived at 5:05 this morning, and now we're talking about a big weekend of activities, including the first weekend of ArtPrize. So many people coming into downtown Grand Rapids. I mean, literally, we have seen dozens of school groups already.
You can see them behind us, actually.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of students come by our studio, and what a perfect day probably to plan a field trip. It's really beautiful outside. The energy of ArtPrize is going strong, and this is going to be a big weekend because this is really the first weekend that people are able to get out and do their voting.
Right.
The temperatures are looking pretty constant in the 60s.
Right, you know, and it's interesting because there are a lot of things that you like to do this time of the year. Of course, those football games going on, high school, colleges playing tomorrow. But, you know, also a great weekend to just come into downtown and take advantage, especially some of those indoor venues, as we'll be kind of in and out of the showers most of the weekend.
Yeah, so we'll be touching upon a lot of activities and things available for you to do if you have ArtPrize on your agenda over the weekend. We also, throughout the show, will probably be bringing you some breaking news updates. Of course, plane, as we've been talking about all morning, hitting a semi-truck on 131, creating some problems and a death.
Right, and so we have reporters that are bringing us up-to-date information as we continue to stay on top of this developing news. So we want to make sure that you know that we will stay connected even throughout 8 West, and of course 24-hour News 8 at noon, which follows this broadcast. We'll have a full report.
Well, as always, we are keeping busy. We just added another busy thing as far as my family to the agenda last night.
Rachel didn't have enough to do already.
Terry, I'm trying to kind of, slow down these days?
I don't think you know what that is.
Working whatsoever.
Not possible.
There's just so much to do, and this is a really busy time. I know there are a lot of people out there that can relate to that. We actually started something that I'd been looking into and hearing about for quite some time. It's called Music Together.
Okay.
You heard about that program?
You know, just a teeny little bit, but of course my kids are a little bit older, and so I really haven't had an opportunity to get involved, but I know Coco's the perfect age.
Yeah, and she really enjoys singing and dancing, and right there you can see that picture of us. We are doing, those are musical instruments we're playing. So it's a music intelligence builder.
Oh,
you
wonderful.
Like that?
Yeah, I love that.
And it involves instruments, it involves dancing, it involves singing, so the whole spectrum of that. And really encourages learning through play, which is something really, really important that a lot of educators talk about right now, that it can be fun to learn. And
who's playing more? Is that you or her?
I was playing my head in that picture. Can you see that?
I can
they
see
have
that.
us playing our heads, our bodies, like violins and the floor. It was so much fun, and we really incorporating all that. Also, not just play, but having imitation be part of it. They say it's even okay to have your kids just watch, because it's likely they'll go home and start dancing around the house.
Fun.
Because imitation of those that you love is a great way to learn too.
Absolutely.
And so kids are like sponges. We all know that. And so it was really cool, and we have this handy book.
Oh, fantastic.
Music Together at Home.
That's nice.
As part of the program with CDs, so we can practice and and actually just have a little bit of fun. But I'm really excited about it. We've only been to one class, but it's supposed to be a great program, and I know that there are so many different programs similar to this out there right now to seek out. But that's one that we chose to be a part of, and kind of trying to give that all-around, well-rounded experience.
Right. Well, because I know yours as a family, you're really interested in physical fitness. You like to stay healthy physically, but you also are exploring things. I know you like to read to Coco. It's one of her favorite pastimes, but really getting her in touch with music and art and the library, all those things really helps to make that foundation.
They're so young, and you know, you really try. Your kids have done a million sports, and it's really just trying different things and seeing what sticks.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So we'll be looking forward to maybe getting a CD ourselves to listen to one day of Coco performing.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. And of course, this is the season of ArtPrize.
Yeah,
exactly. This is day 3, so yeah, and so it's been very, very exciting. Okay, so another big thing happening, the weather.
Yes, fall officially arrived this morning.
And not only that, the days are getting a little bit chillier. They're also getting shorter. We're seeing a lot less daylight. And depends on who you talk to. That only means it's getting worse.
Exactly. You know, we know that sign number 1, Bill Steffen put on his blog already, the winter preview for